hope everybody's doing well. This is Dave with What Does Dave Think? And today we're going to talk about Starlink, the satellite service founded by Mr. Elon Musk that offers high-speed internet via satellite without the traditional data caps or lag spikes or high pings that we see from other satellite services on the market. And he has been in the news recently. No, he doesn't stay out in the news very much, but Starlink pretty much has stayed out of the news. But here now he is in the news for raising prices for Starlink. Basically, Starlink charges users in limited areas $30 more than people getting service in other areas. So, for example, if you're in a limited area, you will pay $30 more a month, bringing the prices down to $90 and $120. So, the original price was $99 a month. People seem pretty happy with that. That's with about a $500 to $600 equipment fee, whether you choose residential or whether you choose their portable RV option. A lot of people right now are choosing the portable RV option in areas that they can't get residential option because it's not available. You can get the RV option anywhere basically. It's what they consider best effort. And you basically get the bandwidth that's left over from the residential and for the few that have the more expensive business offering. Now, with that being said, I'm going to go off into left field here for just a minute. If you've lived in rural America or some area of our country where internet service is not reliable or the speeds you want are not available, you understand the pain. You also understand the value and the joy and the love of getting something like Starlink. Even though at times it has gone through growing pains. There's people out there that have had issues with the cables. There are people out there that have had glitchy app issues. There are people that have waited days or even weeks for customer service responses. There are folks that have complained that there's nowhere to call about Starlink. If you've been in rural America or an underserved area, you're still happy. Because you have either dealt with a crappy connection of some sort, or you have paid 10x what Starlink is currently asking for, even with the price increase. And you're okay with it. You're okay with the glitches. You're okay if there's an outage. You're okay understanding that it's a shared resource and speeds will slow down between the hours of 3 and 11 p.m. when most people are using the service. And most of the time, you're probably okay with waiting for a few days for customer service, because in some cases with these rural areas, such as when people have patched together cell service or have a less than reliable cable or DSL service, you're used to waiting for these things or handling your troubleshooting on your own. You're also accustomed to paying more for equipment, paying higher monthly fees, and being responsible for your own equipment. If you live in a metropolitan or somewhere that is served by fiber, cable, VDSL, the new 5G plans by Verizon, T-Mobile, AT&T, etc. You see the boxes, you see the service, oh, it's $25 a month, it's $50 a month, it's $75 a month. You're happy to pay that, right? And you've got that customer service right there on that phone. You're chatting, you're calling, you're texting, you're using their app. You've got, usually multiple hundreds of megs of service. $44.95 a month, $25. You get the idea. Well, I hate to tell you, you're one of the lucky ones out there. Even the folks that have got their $100 fiber connections or their $125 fiber connections. I don't have a $100 fiber connection. I don't have a $50 internet plan. Some folks are used to paying hundreds of dollars, even thousands of dollars, to receive reliable internet service. And for those that are complaining about customer service, you have a point with Starlink. For those that are complaining about the cable issues that we've seen with Starlink, the supposed lack of quality in the cables, the overheating of the PoEs, the data caps, I see your point. But I'm going to go against the grain. Starlink possibly should be more expensive. If you ask Elon Musk, I'm sure he would say that Starlink should be able to be used by anybody. Starlink is a shared medium. It's based on ground centers, satellites in the sky. That's the basic idea. There is a limited capacity. People are wanting more. People are craving more. More speed, more speed, more speed. You've got your new toy and you just want to eat it up. Understandable. But if you want more, sometimes you have to pay more. And as long as people keep pushing for wanting more, and keep complaining for more, then the prices probably should and probably will increase accordingly. And you know what? It's fine by me. Even if I was a Starlink user, $200, $250, $300, it'd be fine. $350, it'd be fine. Because some of us paid $300 a month for a 20x1 bonded DSL connection. That's 20 meg down, 1 meg up. Which brings me to a bigger problem. People are looking at Starlink, some people, not everybody, for speed, and cheap. Cheap speed, that's what you're looking for. So you've got some people dumping cable, some people dumping other services. Oh, Starlink's $1 cheaper and 5 meg faster, I'm going to go get it. Okay, the data cap comes in, you're ticked off. It's a shared resource, folks. In order for customer service to improve, in order for speeds to improve, in order for capacity to improve, money has to be spent. But some of you want to sit there and complain about your bill going up. So, do you want the service? Do you want something reliable or even semi-reliable in some cases, which is still better than what you had access to before? Do you want it? Do you? You can't have your cake and eat it too. We live in a society where people expect instant gratification, top level service, A1 customer service, and they expect to pay little or nothing for it, whether it's Starlink or anything else in some cases. And if something goes wrong, they're the first people to jump out there on social media and put the company down. Well, if you don't like what Starlink is offering you and you don't like the price increases, I understand. Go find something else. I'm sure there's somebody else in line that would be more than happy to take your spot. It just goes to show that whether you like what Elon Musk has done in his other business offerings or not is not what we're up to discuss today. The man and his people have tried to do something that has never been done before, and for somebody that is basically a small show, they're doing a fairly good job, I would think. That's not without problems, that's not without outages, it's not without people being pissed off. I understand that. There are places that he could improve. There are things that could be done better. But we're in a world of instant gratifications where if your internet breaks on Sunday, you expect it fixed by Monday, Tuesday. You expect somebody to be right on it because you're used to being connected. And that's where we see the problem. Well, I had to wait a week for my wire or my cable. Well, it had to be shipped. They had to get to you. Well, he needs more customer service reps to offer better service. That's right. You are right. You are 100% correct. But you don't seem like you're willing to pay for that. In this world, businesses have to turn a profit to survive. Most businesses have a 5-year window to turn a profit. He's getting there. And in order for him to continue to provide you with service, he's got to continue to turn that profit. So as you want more, as expenses go up to provide you more, he's got to charge you more. If you want service to stay cheaper, deal with the customer service issues. Because in order to fix the customer service issues, that requires hiring people. People have got to be paid. And I'm not dogging people. I know it seems like I have sat here and been completely 100% negative, and some of you can't hit that dislike button fast enough because I have probably touched a nerve with a lot of people. But folks, it's just the reality. It's the reality of the world that we live in. People want the most for the least with expert and prompt and on top of it, customer service, no matter what. That's what you want. And I know that I have rambled, and I know that if you have made it this far in the video, I'm grateful, I'm appreciative. But as I read the social media groups on Starlink, it makes me shake my head. Because if I needed Starlink and I had a dish sitting out there that was 80% reliable for $120 a month. And I either had a backup or something else to cover the other 20%. Wouldn't be so bad. You know, the data caps are just part of being a shared medium. I think the way the data caps are implemented may not hurt that many people. We've yet to see. As I saw one other YouTuber say, with the overages on the business plans are paying for the overages of the residential / RV. Bottom line is, folks, you got to pay for what you need sometimes, and internet service, unfortunately, is one of those things. As some of the folks that have not had the luxury of the 5Gs, the cable, and the fibers of the world, you have to pay. That's it for today. Appreciate you hanging out with me. Sorry if I upset you. Just kind of gets under my skin sometimes. This is Dave for What Does Dave Think? Thank you for tuning in again. We will see you next time.